Tonight on News Center, Mark Stemka sits down with re-elected Mayor Casey Durdinez. The Fort Hood tragedy strikes home for a Cal U student. California University celebrates local veterans. And the Vulcans hope to capture another PSAC championship. News Center starts right now.
Good evening and welcome to CUTV News Center for the week of November 12, 2009. I'm Mark Stemka.
And I'm Kross. Throughout the week, families, soldiers, veterans, and citizens nationwide have been honoring veterans for their duties of protecting the United States. This week, those people were also mourning for the 13 killed and 31 injured in the Fort Hood massacre. A memorial service was held Tuesday at the military base. CUTV spoke with one Cal U student who was previously stationed at Fort Hood and has family currently stationed at the base. Fort Hood is a military base that houses military personnel and families. On November 5th, Army Major Nidal Malak Hassan opened fire in a processing center at the base. Authorities reported that the rampage killed 13 people and left 31 wounded, making it the worst mass shooting at a United States military base. I was able to speak with Cal U student Anthony Canzanieri, who was worried when the news broke because his brother and friends are currently stationed at the military base.
So I was thinking, the worst, which is what everybody thinks in those type of situations, that maybe it was him or possibly one of my friends that got hurt. And then finally we got a hold of his wife and found out everything was okay.
Canzanieri's brother Alan is in the 3rd Armored Cavalry at Fort Hood and works in the building where the shooting occurred. But the day of the shooting, he was next door. He was close enough to hear, but far enough away to not be injured.
He was obviously scared. As much as, we're big, tough Army guys, we still have that little bit of fear. And but he's since, even though he lost a few friends, he has since, he's getting back to his everyday life.
Canzanieri is an Iraq War veteran and co-director in southwestern Pennsylvania for Vets, an organization that helps soldiers return to their civilian lives while combating psychological effects from the war.
This kind of hits me close to home because I take every incident of suicide or violence or any time a soldier gets in trouble of any kind as a personal failure of myself. Like I didn't reach out to that person quick enough.
And although security has been tightened at Fort Hood, Canzanieri foresees similar situations being avoided.
There are millions of soldiers in the military. Just at Fort Hood alone, there's over 500,000. So it was just one guy out of 500,000. So I think that you might see over a short amount of time, security steps up a little bit, but I don't think there's going to be many implications far-reaching. I think the overreaching implication is that we need to focus more on soldiers' mental readiness to make sure something like this doesn't happen in the future.
And the latest reports say that the alleged shooter, Major Nidal Malak Hassan, is alive in a nearby hospital and will face 13 counts of premeditated murder. Both the military and FBI continue to investigate.